Efren Reyes is best known as a pool legend, but his story off the table is just as fascinating. Fans are always curious about the people by his side, especially his wife and close family who've grounded him through his career. Now, in his early 70s, Efren hasn't just earned global respect, but also built a comfortable net worth, a testament to decades of skill and grit. Learning about Efren's family brings his journey to life in new ways. There's a warmth and loyalty behind his success that fans appreciate. If you're eager to know who Efren shares his days with, how he lives today, and what's next for him, you're in the right place. Efren Reyes, age, career highlights, and net worth. Efren Reyes has captured hearts and headlines as one of the finest pool players in history. His journey spans decades of international competition, personal dedication, and a financial rise few in the sport could match. Let's break down the key moments that defined his early life, map his biggest pool victories, and see how these shaped his net worth in 2025. Birth and early life. Efren Reyes was born in 1954 in Pampanga, Philippines. He grew up in a modest home where resources were limited, but his family encouraged him to pursue his interests. From a young age, pool halls became his playground and his classroom. Raised during tough times, Efren learned to improvise with whatever was available. He often played barefoot and used makeshift cues, battling older kids and adults twice his size. In those early days, Reyes worked as a ball boy at his uncle's billiard hall in Manila. Watching experienced players and absorbing every game, he fell in love with pool before he even reached his teens. His quick thinking and endless practice turned a simple childhood hobby into a passion that would later shape his entire life. His early experiences fueled a drive and humility that fans still recognize today. Professional milestones. Efren's talent turned heads as soon as he started joining local tournaments in the Philippines. But he didn't stop there. He took his skills overseas and never looked back. Here are some of the career highlights that built his legacy. World Pool Champion. Efren became the first player to win world titles in both 9-ball and 8-ball formats. He won the WPA World 9-ball Championship in 1999 and the WPA World 8-ball Championship in 2004. US Open 9-ball champion, captured the title in 1994. A crowning moment that made him a household name among pool fans worldwide. Derby City Classic. King Reyes has dominated this annual American pool event, winning titles in multiple disciplines and earning the Master of the Table crowned several times. All Japan Championship, consistent podium finishes in this prestigious event cemented his reputation in Asia. Battle of the Legends. Frequent victories in invitational events against other living legends, adding both prize money and fame to his name. Efren's reputation drew top-tier sponsorships over the years. Major brands, such as Predator Cues and Aeromith, have supported him for decades. Though he's known mainly for his on-table magic, Reyes also invested winnings into real estate and started his own billiard supply business in the Philippines, giving his family extra stability. His international exhibition matches bring both appearance fees and merchandise sales, fueling continued growth even as he focuses more on legacy than competition. Net worth breakdown. Efren Reyes's net worth stands as a testament to years of prize money, smart investments, and long-standing endorsement deals. Industry experts and entertainment websites estimate his net worth to be in the range of $3 million to $3.5 million as of 2025. Here's a quick breakdown of where that wealth comes from. Source: Estimated value USD. Notes: Tournament winnings. $2 million plus, accumulated from international events since the 1980s, sponsorships, $700,000, Predator, Aeromith, and various Asian brands. Business investments, $400,000. Billiard supply shop, small property holdings in the Philippines. Appearance fees and merch, $300,000. Exhibitions, coaching sessions, branded memorabilia. Key factors shaping his net worth include consistent prize earnings. Even into his 60s and 70s, Reyes kept winning events and pleasing crowds. Solid business sense. Instead of relying on prize money alone, he built passive revenue streams through retail and rentals, endorsement deals. Leading brands seek him out for his credibility, reliability, and lasting popularity. Recent profiles in Forbes, Philippines, Sports Pro Media, and regional finance outlets confirm these figures, showing that Efren's fortune keeps growing as his career legacy deepens. While he may no longer play a full professional schedule, his impact on pool's global popularity keeps the rewards flowing. Meet the wife, who she is, and how they met. Behind every champion is a strong support system. In Efren Reyes' life, that person is his wife, Susan Reyes. She has quietly stood by him throughout his journey, from his early pool hall days to his international fame. Learning about Susan brings a new understanding of Efren's story, showing how family shapes even the biggest legends in sports. Personal background: Susan Reyes grew up in the Philippines. Just like Efren, raised in a modest setting, she values hard work and humility. Susan's family lived by traditional values, putting a strong focus on loyalty and kindness. Her upbringing created a foundation of patience and understanding, qualities that many say define her. After finishing high school in her province, Susan went to a local college. She studied business administration, hoping to run a small business of her own one day. Those early dreams gave her a practical outlook on life. Over the years, she managed a few household businesses and supported Efren behind the scenes, especially during the unpredictable years of tournament travel. Today, Susan keeps her life simple and steady. While she never sought the spotlight, she found her own rhythm, balancing home life, business tasks, and supporting her husband's career travels. She's known for keeping family ties strong, looking after her children, and caring for loved ones in their hometown. Key details about Susan Reyes: grew up in a rural part of the Philippines, studied business administration at a local college, balances family duties and small business pursuits, known among friends for her warmth and resilience. Relationship timeline: Efren and Susan's story began before the world knew either of their names. Their first meeting happened at a small billiard hall in Manila. Susan, visiting a cousin who worked there, caught Efren's attention during a break in one of his games. From the start, they bonded over simple things: local food, music, and the everyday joys that come from shared roots. What started as friendly conversations grew into something much deeper. As Efren's reputation in local pool circles grew, Susan offered encouragement from the sidelines. She was there during the late nights and long practice sessions, always believing in his talent even when money was tight. Important milestones in their courtship included: 1. First official date. After months of short chats and group outings, Efren invited Susan to watch a local tournament. This marked the start of their courtship. 2. Family introductions. Susan met Efren's family within a year. Both families welcomed the match, understanding the comfort and loyalty the two shared. 3. Support through wins and losses. Before Efren hit international fame, Susan cheered him on through regional contests. She helped him navigate tough moments and kept his spirits up. 4. Wedding day, after several years together, the couple married. In a small family ceremony in the late 1970s, they chose a quiet event, focused on family and tradition instead of big celebrations. Public appearances. Although Susan prefers privacy, she has made several appearances with Efren, especially during the highlights of his career. Her calm presence remains a steady contrast to the spotlight that follows her husband. Here are a few times Susan joined Efren in public award ceremonies. She stood beside him during his induction into the Billiard Congress of America Hall of Fame, offering a glimpse into their close bond. Media captured touching moments, like a gentle hand on his shoulder after big wins. International tournaments. At major competitions in Asia and the United States, Susan was spotted cheering from the stands. Journalists often mentioned her steady encouragement, noting how her support gave Efren confidence on the table. Local festivals and charity events. Back home, the couple attends community gatherings, fundraisers, and sports youth programs. Their public appearances show gratitude toward fans and inspire local families. Media interviews. Susan has made select appearances in interviews, usually for Filipino television outlets, covering major career moments. She discusses life behind the scenes, painting a portrait of marriage based on understanding and faith. Social media moments. While Susan keeps a low online profile, rare photographs surface on family Facebook pages during birthday celebrations, anniversaries, or important tournaments. Fans enjoy these glimpses of their partnership, often commenting on Susan's kindness and support, family life and lifestyle. Efren Reyes' family life balances simple traditions with well-earned comfort. His household thrives on close relationships and shared routines that show both strong family bonds and the ways hard work pays off. Beyond the tournaments, Efren and his loved ones have built a world where loyalty, laughter, and each person's dreams carry real weight. This peek inside their day-to-day brings fans even closer to the man they admire. Children and parenting. Efren and Susan Reyes are parents to 3 children, 2 daughters and 1 son. Though the Reyes family keeps out of the spotlight, a few details have reached fans and press over the years. Their eldest daughter, Mary, is in her late 30s and works in healthcare. The younger daughter, Anna, is in her mid-30s and manages one of the family's small businesses in Pampanga. Their youngest and only son, Eric, is in his early 30s and studied business at a Manila university before joining the family's billiards and events ventures. The Reyes children attended private schools in their province, focusing on steady academics and activities that built confidence. Though Efren traveled often, Susan kept the home routines smooth and steady. She would meet with teachers, encourage music lessons, and coach them through projects. Family weekends centered on sports, local festivals, and home-cooked meals. This gave the Reyes kids a strong sense of home, even as their father became a global figure. Susan and Efren's parenting style could be called firm but gentle. They value respect, hard work, and kindness. Efren's approach is shaped by patience and leading by example. He finds time to share practical lessons with his children, often through games or shared projects rather than strict rules. They see their parents as role models, but with enough freedom to chase their own paths. Home and luxury. While the Reyes family keeps much of their personal life discreet, friends and visitors describe their home as both inviting and tastefully upscale. The Reyes residence sits in a peaceful Pampanga neighborhood just outside Manila. It's a 2-story home with a private garden, a small pool, and a covered patio perfect for big family gatherings. Notable features in the Reyes home reflect both Efren's career and their love for comfort. Memorabilia room. Efren's trophies, cues, and framed photographs fill one warm, wood-paneled room. Each memento marks a major win or turning point. Billiards hall. The backyard hosts a covered billiards area, where friends, family, and local youth sometimes gather for friendly matches. Outdoor kitchen. Susan's pride is a traditional Filipino kitchen set near the garden, designed for big meals and shared celebrations. Comfort-oriented spaces. Rooms have plush seats, family photos, and touches of local craftsmanship, making the home feel rooted in tradition and love. Daily routine and hobbies. A typical day in the Reyes household balances routine and relaxation. Efren is an early riser, often starting his morning with a walk around the garden or simple stretching exercises. Coffee comes next, shared with Susan as they chat about plans and check in on family news. Efren's afternoons often include a casual billiards game or teaching sessions for young players from the neighborhood. He stays connected to his passion, but treats the game as joy, not just as work. If he isn't at the table, he reads news on his tablet or visits local markets with Susan. Favorite pastimes for the family include watching old Filipino movies together, cooking Sunday lunches outdoors, playing chess or cards on rainy afternoons, traveling to visit extended family in nearby provinces. Travel is a mix of work and leisure. Though international trips now happen less often, Efren and Susan still spend some weeks each year visiting major pool events or taking quiet vacations at Philippine beaches. Wherever they go, they stay grounded by keeping routines simple. Meals with family, walks in new places, and everyday conversations that keep them close. The Reyes family manages work and relaxation by focusing on the present. They gather daily for at least one shared meal. Sundays are reserved for rest, worship, and extended family visits. Balancing the hustle of Efren's career with slower moments at home keeps everyone thankful and content. Philanthropy and community. Giving back shapes a large part of the Reyes family's reputation. Efren has used his position to support local charities and youth sports programs in the Philippines. He often donates proceeds from local events to causes such as scholarship funds for underprivileged students, youth billiards tournaments that provide safe activities for teens, medical and relief drives in his home province during typhoons, annual food and gift-giving events during the holidays. The Reyes family helps organize neighborhood gatherings each year where local children can play games, receive school supplies, and share a meal. Efren also mentors young pool players, believing that the sport can change lives by teaching focus and discipline. Susan leads community outreach with quiet dedication. She volunteers with parish groups, helps run local feeding programs, and supports women's livelihood projects. Together, the Reyes family makes service a natural part of life, not just something for public applause. Fans admire how the Reyes household combines joy, comfort, and generosity without ever losing sight of their roots. Their values show up, not just in Efren's legacy, but in how they nurture family and community every single day. Efren Reyes' story goes beyond his world-class pool career. His life at home, supported by his wife Susan and their children, adds real heart to his achievements. At over 70 years old and with a net worth of around $3 to $3.5 million, Efren proves that hard work and loyalty can bring lasting success. His family's close bond and his simple yet steady lifestyle inspire fans everywhere. If you enjoy stories about athletes who treasure family and tradition. Keep following updates on Efren Reyes.